Boys, you can see the reflections. This is so crazy. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be using RTX. Now, this has really got me excited because it's something I want to do for such a long time. And finally, I can do it. Now, for this video, I am going to have my face cam turned off. So for those of you that aren't new, I am sorry, you don't get to see my face. But for those of you that are new, that I just get to see the textures, let's get into the video. So for starters, this is the world. Now, just in case this world doesn't have enough textures on it, we're going to go into my custom one that I built. And I'll show you that as well. But for starters, look at these blocks. It's so insane. Everything, man, it's so high definition. The quality is brilliant. You can see the iron, it's completely reflective. You can literally almost not see it. If this iron didn't have a 3D texture, you would not see it. So I was very dumb and didn't tell you guys what shaders or texture pack I was using. So the shaders is BSL, which you'll find a link to in the description down below, as well as the texture pack, which is actually more important than you might think, because that's what makes the blocks able to reflect or transfer light, if you will. It's just AVBPR, but I'll leave a link to that in the description as well, so you can go and download it. But back to the video. So here we are in some forest looking thing. You can see the light rays, like there's physical light rays coming out from like the sun, I guess. Natural lighting in this game, it's so insane. The water looks great, but obviously that has to be expected. We're gonna go up here. I don't know what is up here, but we're gonna have a look. Okay, so I just realized the weather wasn't even clear. Which is hilariously funny to me. So I'm going to quickly show you down here again. But yeah, it's just essentially the same light rays. Shined a bit brighter this time. You can see it on the ladders there. It just looks super nice. And honestly, I couldn't be more happy with it. Even the leaves are reflecting. Look at that. You've got lens flares on the screen. That like rainbow thing. That's such a vibrant rainbow. Here it is, boys. It's awfully bright. It's so bright. You can see all the reflections in the roof though. Like it look at that. It looks so cool. See, Optifine, basically, it only renders what you can see on your screen. So if I go into Optifine, I can see a lot less. I can no longer see the lava, which means it won't reflect the lava. See what I mean? It only reflects as much as you can see. Right now, I'm getting 57 FPS. That's flying right now with nothing zoomed in. And bear in mind, this is on the highest shader qualities you can possibly have. Absolutely everything on its max. Now, coming into this next room, I believe its purpose is really just to show you how light works, in which you can see there's light shining through from the inside of the house. Now, out here is completely pitch black. Just ignore the portal for now. And then you come in, it adjusts your light. I mean, even the wooden block's reflective. But now into the nether. Here you can see the basalt being completely reflective with the lava and magma, which is so cool. It just looks really good. Yeah, so essentially the rule of thumb is as long as you can see it in your frame, it will reflect. Now here you can see a cave, and again, this is literally a perfect example of how light works. It bounces off each corner and allows us to see it all the way over here. And you can see obviously the light gets bigger as we reach the area. Even those light rays that you can see right now, it looks so good. Now here we've got like a relatively dark room with quite a nice fog over there. We turn the lights on. It's got a bit of a different effect. And as you can see there, the stone is also reflective on the inside, which is hella cool. But as cool as this was, it was not as cool as my map. But I'm going to go and show you that and save the best feature until last. Now here we have at full brightness, a bunch of polished and reflective blocks. Just look at that. I think the darker blocks definitely look the best. As you can see here, with being so reflective on each side, of course. There you can see kind of the reflection of the slabs. I mean, even the stairs have it, which is truly insane. But now, what would be the best block in the game? Well, that would be obsidian, my friends. No, it looks like a normal block, but then look, it's the dark blocks, man. They look so good. They reflect everything so perfectly. And of course we have, oh, nice little lens flare. But of course we have the wood blocks, which look really cool. Now I'm going to do all this in nighttime in just a second. I just want to review everything and show you what it can all do. We've got this gold ore from the nether, which just doesn't look gold because of its reflections. But now for these doors, which I think are literally like the coolest thing in the game. Well, at least the iron door. See, all the pressure plates, they all reflect. Even that, you can see that like whole pond through the iron door. Okay guys, I'd like to change what my favorite block is. Boys, it's netherite. Look at this. That's completely reflective. You can see my hand in the reflection. The only thing is that obviously because your character doesn't actually exist, it doesn't show your character in the reflection. It just kind of fades out to void. But I'm sure there's a mod that can control that. But today we're literally just looking at vanilla textures. Then we have the iron. The iron shows off really well, actually. The iron reflects better than I thought it would. The netherite, it looks so good. And then we've got the end portal. Now these endstone blocks, well, you know, whatever they are, the portal blocks, even endstone itself does reflect. It's not as effective as I'd like it to be. And of course, same with the dragon egg. Reflective, but it could be better. And now for nighttime. So a lot of these things are going to look similar than they did in daytime. Of course, this is looking a lot more vibrant. Now, what is the coolest thing, you may ask? Well, let me show you. It's rain, my friends. It's rain. Now, why is rain so cool? Because of these reflections in the puddles, and it just all looks so good. And of course, it reacts differently to many different blocks. And the darker blocks looks absolutely awesome. You can see the light definitely works a bit better. You can even see the reflection of the nether portal in the rain. Same goes for this obsidian thing that I made. But now, if you guys would like to see, I will go and show you the nether. And the nether with RTX definitely pops. But does it reflect? Yes and no. By definition, it does. There are little reflections here. Just not a lot. Just look at the netherite that I'm holding in my hand. If you can even see it, its reflection is so mad. This is why netherite is my favorite block now. It's basically a mirror. Guys, I was completely wrong. You can see your character in the reflection, just not as when you're first person. I especially like how once it runs over, you can still see the puddles in all this reflective glory. But now for the end. So this is going to be the last thing that I show you, so if you don't really care about the end, then thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. But if you do care about the end, you can see literally everything. It's all just so textured, I guess. I would like to know where these light rays are coming from. Now, there's no sun in the end. It's just void. That's all the end is. It's surrounded by void. So where's the light come from? These swords are reflective. It reflects literally everything, which is so cool, as well as the armor. But we did like a whole thing on the armor on last night's stream, so if you want to go check that out, there's a VOD on my Twitch channel, which will be linked down below, in which of course we always stream in RTX because ray tracing is very cool. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to hit that like button because it helps me out a ton. Because if you guys want to see the specs of this beefy computer, I'll be doing a gaming / streaming setup very soon. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.